everyone, I'm Alex and I'm the hands behind Lovecraft Crochet, my plush user for the anxious, depressed, autistic, and neurodivergent. Small enough to travel in a purse, backpack, diaper bag, or even your pocket. You can check out my Facebook page or TikTok to see what patterns are available and stay tuned for the new ones coming out. I also make hats, scarves, blankets, and dice bags for the tabletop gamer or dice goblin in your life. Feel free to order through the page, TikTok DMs, or via email at love.craft.crochet@gmail.com. Now, on to the segment.
Due to the graphic and disturbing nature of the crimes discussed, listener discretion is advised.
Good morning, Vietnam! Welcome to Killing 15 Minutes, where we keep the facts short, sweet, and to the point. Whatever that point is usually the question. I'm AJ Carey, and I read the first draft of a script about a crime. Mostly murder, but my sister Sam Rossi is branching her crimes to the non-unaliving kind.
Yep.
Awaken in a state it's not my own. The only thing that's real is that amongst these walls I whisper to a fear that sleeps in my soul, weighing on my conscience, but I think I know. Before 2 a.m. on July 7th, 1993, Mia Zapata was an emerging lyricist and vocalist for the Gits in the growing grunge scene. And before 2 a.m. on July 7th, 1993, she was last seen walking the streets of Seattle, Washington. By 3:20 a.m., Mia was found dead in Seattle, joining the 27 Club, as many rising fans do. Except she did not kill herself. It was not an accident. It was, unfortunately, a brutal murder. Somewhere between 2 and 3:20 a.m., Mia met her killer and did not survive that encounter. Sam is listening to the Gits right now. Before we're going too deep into this beautiful soul and wonderful voice, I actually understand what she is saying. Yes, that was a shot at Kurt Cobain. But she was not killed by... Who are you, Courtney Love? But she was not killed by someone she knew. Oh, looking at you, Courtney Love. Okay, I'm glad that we both had a similar joke there. And now that Sam has opened us up for a lawsuit, I would like to remind people that we will say what is funny or true or a fact that no one actually talks about. On to Miss Mia's life before her untimely unaliving. You can say killing.
I like unaliving some days.
Our show is not called Unaliving 15 Minutes, is it?
No.
Why did you sound questionable about that?
Because I'm trying to figure out if we can do another show called Unaliving 15 Minutes.
No, we will not do that, Sam.
All right.
We're not going to do that at all. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more. Figure we're going to cut it anyways. Mia Zapata was born in Chicago, Illinois on August 25th, 1965. Hey, that's 2 years younger than our mommy. Oh my God, that is her birthday too, isn't it?
Yeah.
She was raised in Louisville, Kentucky by her television executive parents. She was the youngest of three. By 9, Mia had learned both the guitar and the piano. She was influenced by an eclectic range of artists. She enjoyed punk rock, jazz, blues, and R&B, singers like Billie Holiday, Ray Charles, Hank Williams Sr., and the soulful Sam Cooke. In 1984, she enrolled at Antioch College in Yellow Springs, Ohio, which totally exists as a liberal arts student.
Ohio. Totally exists.
Ohio. My God, you're terrible at the meme culture in this. Unaliving, Ohio existing. You're not hip with the kids.
I still like unaliving.
In September 1986, she, along with three friends, formed the punk rock band The Gits. Sometime in 1989, the band relocated to the home of grunge and Starbucks and Yuppies, Seattle, Washington. Mia was the first to find a job at a bar, and the four moved into an abandoned house they named the Rat House. The band built themselves into an emerging force in Seattle. Singles were self-released. This was before Spotify. This was hawking tapes and CDs out of trunks of cars, playing as many gigs as you can to get your name out there. It was harder to become a star, jazz hands, back in the day. Anyways, Mia was actively involved in her community. The band in 1990 did an international tour without a record label. In 1992, Frenching the Bully was released as an independent album. The band was gearing up for a large US and European tour. A series of local shows and being courted by various record labels ensued. Their second album was almost finished by the time of Mia's death. Now we're all caught up with her murder. After 2 a.m. on July 7th, 1993, Mia left the Comet Tavern, a popular dive bar of the community. This was the last time that she would be seen alive. Near the intersection of 24th Avenue South and South Washington Street, she had been beaten, raped, and strangled. It was believed she encountered her attacker shortly after 2:15. She was not identified originally because she had no ID on her. Remember to always have your ID on you, whether it's expired or not.
Exactly.
According to forensic files, the medical examiner was a fan of the Gits, having been to their concerts and knew the front woman of that band. The same medical examiner said that if she was not strangled, she would have bled out from internal bleeding. The Seattle police went to the people who knew her, because even then, a person you knew would be the death of you. Oh, I got what you're saying. This is a terrible joke also.
Eh.
The Seattle police went to the people who knew her, because even then, a person you knew would be the death of you. But Sam digresses. That wasn't a digression, that was a terrible joke.
Okay.
What do you do when the investigation of the death of your lead singer stalls out? The Gits, the Seattle music community, including Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and Soundgarden, helped raise $70,000 from benefits, record sales, and even their own money. They hired private investigator Lee Heron to help the investigation. Even after the money dried up, Heron did not stop. In 1996, and this is where Sam knows this case from, in 1996, Unsolved Mysteries, the first of many shows, highlighted her murder. By 1998, Seattle police were no closer to finding the killer after 5 years. In December 2002, during random DNA testing from the bite mark on her breast, which had also been preserved until STR technology was available, was matched to 48-year-old Jesus Mezquia. He came from Cuba in the 1980 Mariel boat lift. AJ will explain this. What? No.
Do you know what it is?
Yes, if I remember rightly, that was when Castro rose to power, and then all of a sudden they started doing let's get the fuck out of this country boat lifts.
No, this is where 1,000 criminals and mentally ill people were airlifted into the U.S.
Oh, okay. And then they became our government. In the original run of the DNA through CODIS in June 2002, no matches were made. However, it seemed that Mezquia's DNA was entered after he was arrested for burglary and domestic abuse later in 2002. Mezquia had a long list of complaints from ex-girlfriends and his wife against him. An indecent exposure on file in Seattle within 2 weeks of the murders. Otherwise, there was no link at all. Pleading not guilty, he never defended himself. He was found guilty, with the jury having no doubt in their mind that Mezquia attacked the woman who was wearing headphones and had no idea that she was in danger at the time. He was sentenced to 36 years in prison, the maximum allowed for this case under Washington law. In August 2005, the State Court of Appeals agreed with his conviction, but not his sentencing. According to the court, the judge had exceeded the normal range without the jury's specific approval. He was resentenced. However, he declined a jury sentencing, so the trial court judge gave him 36 years. Mezquia died on January 21st, 2021 in Washington. This isn't a fun one.
No. Well, my thing is that they actually, it wasn't unsolved. When I first learned about it, it was unsolved.
Yeah, no, same thing for forensic. I want to say it was forensic. I might be thinking about the Unsolved Mysteries case.
It's because the Forensic Files.
Was post 2002.
Yeah.
Okay, then it probably was, because that's how I know her. I actually know her because I'm also a music aficionado. Well, I'm rather, I like understanding the evolution of music. Like, it's why I love Trash Theory so much. And they've brought up the Gits and other Seattle sounds. It's stupid how random acts of violence can change things.
Right. I've been listening to the Gits. I put on their discography thanks to Spotify and off of their website, Gits.com, thegits.com. I'm throwing it out there.
No,
they're really good but they took live, they've remastered everything so that it's as clear as possible.
Well, yes, it's 30 years later.
Yeah. Well, some of them are from their live shows. They were almost done with their second album when Mia died, so. But I as I said to the show last night, I forgot how much I liked early grunge and early punk rock. Punk grunge. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're talking about 90s Seattle rock, not, screeching weasels or anything like that, where it was just hard punk.
Yeah.
You're not a hard punk person. You are a grungy rock person.
I will agree with that. And if I can understand you, sorry, Kurt Cobain, rest in peace, it's even better.
How can you not understand Kurt Cobain?
Smells Like Teen Spirit played earlier today, and I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
My son knows what Kurt Cobain is saying there. I know what Kurt Cobain is saying. Maybe you just suck. To be fair, I also listen to a lot of hard rap.
Yeah, that would do it.
Not mumble rap, mind you. I can't understand
stand mumble rap.
I understand it on I'm high on coding level, but at the same time, it's not. I'm a lyrical person.
I agree.
I love lyrics. That's why I love DMX. That's why I love Tech 9 most of the time. But it's also where, I can understand what Kurt Cobain is saying. Partially, like if you turn around and said, "Hey, what is Soundgarden?" No, not Soundgarden. No, what the fuck? Do today now. Even Flow. Who did Even Flow? Soundgarden.
I think so.
I'm probably wrong, and someone in the comments going, "You don't know music." But anyways,
yeah, let us know at Carry On Productions on Facebook or at Carry On Prod on the Twitter.
Or leave a comment if you're listening to this on Good Pods or any place that you can comment. Or go over to our Patreon, because we do have a community set up for our patrons. And you get to choose an episode of the show. And
True
it doesn't
story.
have to be this show. It can be Mything 15 Minutes. Or you can choose a blanking for us, and we can actually talk about music more.
We can. I agree.
But ultimately, let's finalize this out. Random acts of violence against women, let's go with a very broad one.
Yeah.
Is on the rise. Because we as a society, and I know this was in 89 or 80.
Try 93.
93. Sorry, you started throwing a lot of dates out there.
I did throw a lot of years
because
out
there. You put a minor bio of the Gits in there.
I'm sorry. It was a major part of her personality.
No, I understand. It's probably the only. It's the major thing that she would be known for.
Yes.
But in the last 30 years, it's been on the rise because there's been a lot more lax in holding people accountable.
I can see what you're saying, yes.
Just a couple months ago, the person who stabbed and killed a trans woman got 4 years in prison. Just 4 years for murder. And that's fucking sickening.
Was that a plea deal?
I would assume it is, but at the same time, what are you pleading? It's like,
I still don't understand why it's not life in prison. For killing somebody alone, it should be life in prison.
killing someone unprovoked should be life in prison. I think there are degrees. Self-defense, I think there should be a prison sentence. But at the same time, it's a matter of, I think that should be more like probation, and I really wish we had more than just shitty fucking glorified timeout prisons.
I agree.
Because I think that's part of the issues in the U.S. as it is. We don't actually try to rehabilitate or help criminals.
Or prevent criminals.
But that is its own discussion point.
It's its own discussion
point. The major point is, over the last 30 years, it's gotten worse for women. We all agree this. And it's unfathomable that this happened to someone so young, who had a promising career, who had a promising life. Even if it wasn't promising, she had a life ahead of her.
She did.
And a random act of violence took that. And it sucks. And just, women, please... If I say what I want to say, women, please be more careful, that's almost victim blaming. Well, she had her headphones on.
Right.
But it's, guys, don't be fucking assholes.
I think that's it. I'm Sam Rossi, and AJ's going to finish this with a song from the Gits, written by Mia. And it's, Bob.
I'm not going to sing this. I've never heard this song.
It's really good.
So let's not end it with AJ singing it.
No, I said AJ say it.
Awaken to the only chance I've got. Hide behind these walls. I look through the cracks. I see the same mistake that I once made. All that I can tell you is there's a price to pay. I'm AJ Carey.
Later, y'all.
Keep on carrying on.
CARE. Because
Carry On Production.